back as Blackpool prepare to get us underway, attacking the seat stand where the Blackpool fans are congregated. Well, maybe a few more have made their way in through to the traffic problems that we had here in South East London before the game. We're underway as Charlton attacking the cover in now. Maybe you're looking to some more forward momentum than perhaps we saw in the first half, and certainly with a bit better end result. Bishop has to shield the ball from Laurie Wilson, does so. Morrison will deal with that. Bishop gets it back, and Wood has to deal with it this time. Clearance doesn't quite fall on Church's way. And, I think it's a sort of half-time team that's a little bit difficult to predict, because if a team's not doing very well, you can understand if a manager's going to lay into at half-time. It's a sort of a fairly even first half that you're not quite sure what Chris Powell will say to his players.
Yeah, I think he would have been reasonably happy with the way it went, apart from just the final ball when we go into the danger area. So I think he'd be asking for more of the same, just a bit more quality in the final third, and see if we can press home what's been a decent performance so far.
And Dale Stevens get on the end of that. He can't. Cousins will look to pressure Dobby, but Basham has it. Puts it out wide right to Ince. We didn't see him too much in the wide areas in the first half. Now he's chipped it into Basham, who's in space actually. Wood goes across, doesn't stop the ball from getting over. Fortunate for Charlton, it falls all the way to Gowan. Maybe Charlton can spring a bit of a counter-attack here. Callum Harriot's in space in the midfield. He's got Wiggins outside on the right, on the left rather, crossing opportunity. Holds it up, tries to take on Cathcart, and in the end the move comes to nothing. Disappointing end to what was a promising move. Bishop can now take it in for Blackpool. Space to move into. Dale Stevens trying to close down that space. Fuller spreads himself to this left-hand side. He'll take on Wilson. So back in here to Dobby. Good tackle from Cousins. Now Charlton can spring forward. Church got Sordell on the left-hand side. Can Church go on his own? Little touch forward, finds Sordell, although it didn't look like it was possible. He's upended on the edge of the area. Maybe went down a little too easily. I think there certainly was a challenge and a question to be asked. I think Sordell may have been better trying to stay on his feet there.
I think Sordell, I think he really should have stayed up, because he's gone way too easy there, and he had a chance to run into the box there, and he's gone down looking for something. I'm afraid there wasn't anything in that one.
Well, no serving intent. Twice catching Blackpool even on the counter-attack. Mackenzie will try and look for an out ball. Sordell guilty of waiting for that a little bit. Blackpool have it. Osborne looking for the free kick. That's not happening. Cousins steps in. Oh, that's a shocking fall to the floor from Fuller. And the referee has bought that. Can't believe he fell for that.
Yeah, Ricardo's certainly gone down very easily there. There's nothing in the challenge from Stevens, but the referee. So the referees, I just say the referees bought that. Stevens and Fuller are just having a little conversation. I think Stevens is not happy with Fuller there.
Dale Stevens is pointing to the floor to find out exactly what sprung out of the turf to trip up Ricardo Fuller, because it certainly was nothing to do with him. He just can't believe he fell for that, the referee. And I'm a bit perplexed myself, and it was given Tom Ince the opportunity to have a strike on goal here. Charlton Wall in position. Ben Hamer has to deal with this. Free kick from Ince going into the corner. It's taken a deflection. Whether that took that away from goal or closer to it, it's difficult to say from here. The deflection causes the first corner of the second half. Charlton breathe a sigh of relief momentarily at least. Swung in, which Church deals with. Can Callum Harriott get on the end of this? He's got the pace out of Osborne. Just can't get it in front of Basham. And Wiggins trying to get that out from under his feet. Under pressure immediately from Broadfoot. Goes to ground. Wiggins, he's tying himself in knots a little bit, but does well in the end. And wins the throw-in. Good work from Wiggins in the end. thought at one moment he just held on for it for too long.
Yeah, Royce did, like say, look like he was in a bit of trouble there as he continued to hold on to the ball, but he's eventually wormed his way out of that situation and managed to win a throw just right in front of Blackpool's dugout there.
Ball thrown forward, looking for Sordell, who gets it under but just can't keep it under control. Basham comes away with it, feeds Robertson out here on the left-hand side. Gower quick to close him down, forcing him backwards, and Sordell will try and put similar pressure onto Mackenzie. It does do, and forces Mackenzie into a rather hopeful ball upfield, which is straight into Ben Hamer's arms. It's a low raking clearance, which Church almost got on the end of. It's a back pass, which Gilks has to deal with. Wiggins jumps, gets the better of Ince.
Touch.
It's another lovely touch from Wiggins to feed Dale Stevens. The ball trying to tee up Callum Harriott, just beyond him slightly. Wood takes it down well, tries to find Cousins, who gets away with it. Wood out. That was an impossible ball for Cousins. Unfortunately, the ricochet favoured Charlton. Morrison, the ball into Harriott, teeing up Church, who's got the better of Broadfoot. Tries to take a shot. No power in it. Comfortably into Gilks. But again, frenetic opening.
Yeah, it was a nice little touch there that played in Church. And he probably would have had better options than the shot on there, but he tried to have a swing on his left foot. And it's just hasn't really connected with it at all properly. It's just rolled into the hands of Matt Gilks.
Cathcart tries to tee up the run of Basham. Wood's over there. I don't think he'll be able to see it out, so he goes for the safe option. Robinson, who's the man with the long throws, going to cross from the left-hand side to the right to take this. Put Charlton under pressure. Broadfoot and Mackenzie both forward. Hamer's the one that comes to deal with it, punches it clear. Church spots the danger and comes and picks it up, but he can't get it under control. On the second ball, Harriott charges the ball down, and that's ricocheted off a Blackpool shirt. And Robinson's not happy with that at all. Church will probably end up leaving this to Wiggins. I don't think anybody's entirely sure why that was a Charlton throw.
Yeah, it seems to be clearly a Blackpool throw, possibly a handball as well, but the referee's seen it somewhat otherwise.
Callum Harriott does superbly well, and that looked like a free kick, which again the referee ignores. So he's not had a good couple of minutes, is referee Hill. Looking for an option, none given to him at the moment, so he's retained it. And then comes out to Robinson and then gets it back. Charlton doing a good job of stopping any forward momentum, and Blackpool had the ball in the back four, and it ends up in a ball like that which Charlton can pick off. All Charlton need to do now is find a key to get through the other end. Sordell had come deep for this. Forward from Hamer, not really to anybody in particular. Fuller can pick this up and tee up Basham. He's got runners in Ince, but there's too much on that, and Hamer will gratefully take that. Wiggins is free, although Ince covers the throw out. He wanted Richard Wood to take this off him. The Blackpool players a little bit too close for that to work, so Wood sells Hamer to clear it himself. Sordell will try and jump with Mackenzie. Doesn't make it, but he nips back in here, and Callum Harriott can be the beneficiary. Sees Dale Stevens up, sees Wiggins on the overlap. Nice early cross will do here from Wiggins. Gets the ball in. Sordell's moot, and Church arriving in a penalty area, but Mackenzie both gets the first header and has allowed really too much time to get the clearance in. There's Ince and Dobby tried to work something out for Blackpool down the right-hand side, which was blocked.
Yeah, it's Charlton did well there just to win the ball in the middle of Blackpool half, and there's a nice cross on Wiggins, which I think it was way too easy for Blackpool to clear it there, and I don't think that's a definite foul throw I don't think the defenders were challenged at all there as they got a second chance to clear the ball from the cross.
That just cleared Mackenzie's head. Sordell was unmarked in the box. He made the run into the 6-yard box. It just cleared the defender. Charlton must have scored. Dale Stevens with his first arrival of the afternoon. Gives Blackpool possession.
Yeah, disappointed to squander possession like that, just as we were looking to build another attack. And
Blackpool goes on the run. Seen by the long throw of Robinson. Charlton not really alive to the long throw possibilities, and as a result, Blackpool had the corner. And I think Blackpool have had 4 corners this afternoon, and Charlton have had 1 yet.
Yeah, I don't think we have. But yeah, Blackpool have certainly done well, but luckily Charlton haven't been in too much trouble from corners so far. Hamer's handling's been quite well so far, so let's hope for a repeat performance here.
Swung out to so far, so Hamer can't get to it. It's bouncing around now in the penalty area. Cousins does well to nip in and cut out the possible through ball from Broadfoot. Dobby was in space, so it was an important touch from Cousins, who once again has looked fairly comfortable midfield, although Charlton look to be making a change. And unless I'm mistaken, maybe Pritchard is coming on. I can't really tell from behind Chrissy Powell. We'll update you on that. As Dale Stevens gets his head there, Wiggins under pressure from Ince will clear this ball out. Charlton will be able to make the sub. I don't know if there's an injury here or it's a tactical switch.
Yeah, interesting to see who will be coming off for Pritchie here, because I can't say that anyone who feels performed badly so far. There's Gower who comes off for Pritchard. I think Gower's done quite well so far today. Surprised to see this switch, to be honest, but maybe a bit more tenacity, a bit more running in the midfield, because Charlton have maybe just started to lose a bit of possession in the second half.
Well, Bradley Pritchard, having missed the game in midweek through a slight knock, now back on the pitch.
Yeah, I think Bradley picked up a bit of concussion last Saturday up at Burnley, so he wasn't risked for Tuesday.
Which could fall into his way, and he's in the box. Little dink ball at the far post where Fuller waits. Charlton and Dale Stevens just about get it clear, and that's a dangerous tackle from Broadfoot, who's on a booking, I've got to say. And that was a lunging tackle in, and he's lucky to get away with that, I think, Broadfoot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Broadfoot was doing everything he can to try and force the ball into the goal there, but you can't forget that anywhere on the pitch, anywhere else on the pitch, and a tackle like that would have resulted in a yellow card. So he's done well to get away with it.
I think if he wasn't on a booking, that was a yellow.
Yeah, I think so. But Stevens seems to be up now. He seems to be able to shake it off. Let's hope it doesn't affect Stevens' performance so far, because so far today he's been excellent. Keeping things ticking over in the midfield, spraying passes all over the pitch to other players.
It's pretty much a like-for-like swap between Gower and Pritchard, who's here on the right-hand side of central midfield. Not really far right, but Sordell will jump for this. Mackenzie meets it though. Can Charlton pick up the loose ball? No, it's knocked forward by Broadfoot. Should be taken by Morrison, who tries to play his way out and almost got into trouble there. Fortunately, the ball out, cannons off Bishop, and it will be a Charlton throw.
I think Morrison might have been better suited just trying to turn the ball back round to Hamer there, but he decided to try and play his way out of trouble, as you're saying. He's lucky that the clearance cannoned off a Blackpool player and Charlton get the throw just beyond the halfway line.
Wilson to throw this towards Sordell, he shields the ball well. Bishop manages to get a toe in, and then he tackles his own player. Then Bishop takes the ball off of Osborne and gives Charlton possession back. Dale Stevens loses possession in midfield, and this could be dangerous. Needs to get back and does superbly in the end to recover his own mess. He's guilty of trying a too difficult ball in midfield there, Dale Stevens. However, recognised that he'd made the mistake and got back in.
Pass from Cousins.
Out to Wiggins. Steps back inside. Looks for an overlap from Callum Harriott and swings the ball in. Charlton's first corner of the game.
Yeah, Charlton finally forced the corner, but that move was all about that pass from Jordan Cousins, a long raking pass over which Wiggins did well to bring down, and then set up Harriott, whose cross is blocked in the near post, and out for a corner. Here comes a good chance for Charlton.
Morrison will maraud forward for this corner. Wood is already there. Swung in, looking for Dale Stevens, in fact. Comes out here to Cousins. Will he take a shot? Didn't think he could, so he holds ball up, gets it out to Pritchard. Will he cross? Slips over slightly, just at the vital minute. Lost his footing.
Yeah, it's a shame that Pritchard looked like he was just trying to throw a step over him or something to try and get around Dobby and swing across him. But as you say, he slipped over just as a good chance. But his Cousins looks like he's lining up for a long throw.
Well, we haven't seen the possibility, but it's here now. Oh, it's a little full switch here as Laurie Wilson has the opportunity to cross. Gets the ball in, Jilks momentarily looks like he might come for it, and that's flicked off. Cathcart's head will be Charlton's second corner in as many seconds.
Well, as I say, it's all Charlton now. London buses with the corners. Another chance to swing the ball in. Hopefully Morrison or Wood, a couple of the big central defenders, try and get the head on this and power it towards goal.
Stevens going out there to take this. Swings it in. Morrison's at the far post. Gets his head there, keeps it in. And Charlton really benefiting from that, but they still got it. So Cousins. Lovely ball cross in. Jilks should come to this and does. A little bit too close to the keeper from Cousins' cross. Didn't really swing out like you'd hoped it would.
Yeah, Jilks does well to come out there into a crowded penalty area and pluck it from the air. But at least it wasn't a terrible cross from Cousins, but it didn't just quite swing out towards any of the on-rushing Charlton players.
Morrison has to deal with this as Bishop attacks the ball. He does. Comes out here to Robinson. Got his captain Mackenzie behind it and then knocks it forward looking for Fuller. Turns Morrison and gets on the return as well. He's in the box. Got Pritchard. Morrison gets back in now. Pritchard for company and Laurie Wilson helps out. And about 5 Charlton players managed to get the ball back. The ball forward looking for Church, but that's never going to find him. Mackenzie can pick that off fairly easily in the end. Fuller beaten to it momentarily for Morrison, who gets the second ball. A little bit of panic stations in the Charlton back line. Laurie Wilson will have to deal with this. He does. As Osborne was bearing down on him.
Yeah, Charlton did well just to crowd out Ricardo Fuller when he got into the box a couple of minutes ago, because we all know what he's like when he's with the ball at his feet. He can waltz through any number of players. So Charlton did well there, just put him off and to win the ball back.
It's another long throw coming in here from Robinson, pinged in towards the area. Homer will come. He punches under pressure. Ince will get on the ball for Blackpool. It's about the Cathcart, closed down by Sordell. Chip ball forward looking for Basham, who's offside, didn't come back enough. He says he did. But I've got to admit he did look a little bit offside.
Yeah, sloppy play from Basham there. He should never be caught offside in a situation like that when you can look along the whole line, but luckily for us he was, and Hamer's got a chance just to relieve the pressure here, send the ball up towards the covered end.
And Hamer will take this free kick just in front of group of people you might see behind there in the west from Mind. It is Mental Health Awareness Day here at the Valley. The ball's knocked forward. Can Sordell reach this? He can't, as Broadfoot gets there first, Broadfoot rather. So a little tee up from Harriet, didn't quite work. Wood will knock it back in. Harriet might get on the end of this, he does. Gets it to Dale Stevens. He's looking for an out ball. It's too difficult one there to try and find Church, but back on it, Church. Good pressure from Charlton. Fuller, a high boot. Fortunately, Michael Morrison's head is made of strong stuff as he shirks off the boot of Ricardo Fuller.
Yeah, the referee did well there just to spot the high boot. Morrison didn't make a big deal of it, and Charlton will continue with the free kick.
Hamer's come right the way to almost the halfway line to take this free kick. It allows Charlton to add another body into the box, or at least onto the edge of it. The ball's chipped forward, looking for Morrison. Doesn't get the ball, but that was ricocheting anywhere, and Blackpool got lucky there. As Wilson will try and knock this back in, got underneath it slightly. Bradley Pritchard helps his defence out. Callum Harriott, can he get there? No. Cathcart just gets there first. That's a good interception from Dale Stevens, but at the expense of a throw.
Yeah, good tackle from Stevens. He's not afraid to put in quite a strong challenge. He did well just to win the ball and put it out for a throw. As Blackpool look like they're going to regroup now and go for another attack.
Broadfoot now will use his right back, Robinson, but Cathcart rather, put him in a bit of trouble. So Bishop will put pressure on Wilson. Gets his head to it as well, but unfortunately for Charlton, nobody on hand to benefit from it. So Charlton defended up to a fashion, but it was touch and go there for a while.
Yeah, it's never a good idea to let the ball bounce when it's coming in around the edge of the box, but Morrison and Wilson did well to team up on Bishop there and just see it back into Hamer.
Cathcart wins the header, and that was an offside decision from the clearance of Cathcart. Because a bit lucky there, because Cousins got a little bit lost in midfield there momentarily.
Yeah, I think Fuller was the one who was coming back from the offside position, but luckily I don't think Jordan Cousins quite touched that, so the ball forward from Jilt still counted, and Fuller was caught offside.
And Hamer comes out again. Again allows Charlton to have an extra man up there. Heading towards Michael Morrison. Woods there as well. It's Woods who gets a touch there. Wouldn't fall at Charlton's way. Now, Pritchard set up by Harriott. Gives it to Sordell. Goes on the overlap. Allows Sordell to come inside. Ricocheted off. Karen Harriott took it off. Dale Stevens' foot there. He saw the opportunity to head it towards goal. And maybe Dale Stevens probably didn't call it. Wasn't expecting Callum Harriott to hit the ball, I don't think.
The referee very nearly tripped over Neil Bishop, who was tying his shoelaces up there. But as you say, Harriott saw the ball there. It's going to be nearly impossible to score with a header on the edge of the box like that. And I think Stevens had given him the call. He would have left it to him, and Stevens would have had a chance to volley at goal there.
As it is, it's Jokes for the goal kick. And down this Charlton right. Morrison leaps and gets there. Going to have to do it again. This time picked off by Broadfoot. However, only gives it straight back to Laurie Wilson, who's got Bishop bearing down on him, but he lets it go out. 66.5 minutes of the game gone. Still 0-0 here at the Valley. Sordell can't get this under control. Came off his chest. And you do wonder if Chris Powell's thinking of making any tactical switches to try and get this goal, or he thinks that the team he's got out there just need to fashion one decent chance. Pritchard with the head up.
Got Cameron Stewart and Dorian DeVete, I think it is, warming up. So I think Cameron Stewart maybe just to add a bit of fresh running onto the field, maybe an extra player who could try and take on the Blackpool fullbacks.
It's going to be Robinson again with the long throw. Ben Hamer this time chooses not to come, as Dale Stevens does superbly well to come out for that. And that clearance ricocheted straight off Osborne and nearly fell Blackpool's way. Another one goes Blackpool's way, and they can come forward now. Bishop comes short. Feeds it to Dobby. 1-2 with Broadfoot, who stayed forward. Dobby goes back on to get back in, and Cousins does superbly well to block him. I'm not sure whether that was a shot or a cross, but either way, Cousins done superbly well at the expense of a corner.
Yeah, how many times have we seen Jordan Cousin tracking a run back into the box and putting in an excellent block? There's 3 or 4 times in this game alone. He did it late in the game on Tuesday against Forest, where he blocked a certain goal in the last couple of minutes as well.
Chipped in there. Hamer should deal with this. He does. Got Sordell up here against 2 if he wants to try and use him, and was easily spotted by Basham. Wiggins has it. Poor first touch, but he gets away with it. Swings it out there. Poor second touch, really. Fortunately for Charlton, Laurie Wilson can come back and get it. And actually come forward. Nobody tracking him. Fuller decides not to. Little chip ball forward. Will it find Church? Broadfoot. Sorry, not Broadfoot. It was Robinson. Just managed to crane his head to get to that. And again, Fuller's first touch lets him down. Charlton can have it back. Wilson looking for a little ball into Callum Harriott. Again, his first touch let him down slightly, and Basham comes away with it. Callum Harriott putting the effort in to try and win the ball back for Charlton, but Blackpool managed to work their way out. Bishop on the left-hand side combines with Osborne. Dale Stevens does well to block in. Bishop knew he'd lost out there, so accepted the challenge and went to ground. I think it was a foul, but only because Bishop wanted it to be one, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I mean, Dale Stevens, he definitely didn't make any contact with the ball, but it was Osborne who went down. Looks like Charlton are lining up a sub now. Is that Cameron Stewart?
Stewart is preparing to come on. Not quite yet, as Charlton have to deal with his free kick.
Pickett goes out to warm up as well.
Forward. Morrison reads it well, but only headed out to Robinson. Charlton concede the throw-in, which is effectively a corner with Robinson on this touchline. I think he's got a bit fed up with it in the long throw because he wants a short one, but they're not giving him any opportunity to do that.
These long throws have certainly been dangerous so far, and we saw the chance right at the end of the first half, which Ricardo Fuller headed towards goal, and there's another one coming in now.
And throw this time again. Ben Hamer stays on his line. Charlton deal with it. Callum Harriott is the man who gets it away. Will Charlton make a sub? No, not yet. Cameron Stewart rather stays in his seat. 20 minutes left of normal time in this second half. The ball dinked into Stewart. Sordell rather. He's got space to move into. Rather gets lucky with the ricochet, and then he's pulled back by Osborne. Osborne incensed with the decision.
Yeah, both Osborne and Broadfoot were yelling in the referee's face there, arguing that I think Sordell might have tugged Osborne beforehand. But I mean,
once again, the referee has got no conception of where the incident took place, because it was a good 5 yards further in from that.
Yeah, the referee. I don't think the referee's having the best game from either team's point of view. But it's a chance for Charlton to try and weave an opportunity. I think Morrison's calling for the ball to be played onto his head.
Well, he's asked for it, and he might get it. No, Bishop just jumps ahead of the Charlton skipper, who's forced to the ground, but he gets up. Now it's Pritchard to cross. Church is in now. Will it fall to Stevens' way? No, it falls Cousins' way. Lovely touch round the left-hand post by Gilt.
Oh, what
the opening goal.
A fine effort that was from Cousins, low and hard, going towards the near post, but Gilks was alive to it. But that was an excellent shot from Cousins, and deserved the goal. But hopefully Charlton can try and force something else from this corner.
Laurie Wilson shapes to come short, drags Ricardo Fuller with him. The ball swung into the far post. Woods there, gets his head there, and Gilks tips it over the bar, but the referee's seen a foul.
Yeah, the referee saw that. I think Woods just leant on the Blackpool player that was trying to defend in front of him there, and the referee seen the push and given the goal, given a free kick.
Jordan Cousins so close to scoring an absolute screamer.
Yeah, it'd be the least that Jordan deserves today. He's had an excellent time of it, especially defensively for Charlton, winning the ball back and playing the simple pass when he gets a chance. So the ball sat nicely for him there, and he got so much power. It's low and hard right into the corner, and Gilks has done really well to push it around the post.
Wood gets the better of Fuller on that occasion, but it falls to Bishop. Dobby with the dink over the top. Bishop challenging at Morrison rather than jumping for the ball, I thought.
Tackle.
Good tackle from Sordell. And once again we have the long throw. Thrown in towards the edge of the six, and that's super work from Ben Hamer. There's a break on here if he wants to use it.
I think he was reluctant to play into Royce Wiggins there. As you can see, Tommins done really well just to get back in marking and stop Hamer playing the quick pass there.
He wanted to do it, Ben Hamer. You can see he was itching to do it, but there was just not enough room in front of Royce Wiggins for the comfort throw. So if in doubt, don't do it.
Still no sign of the change, but here comes the fourth official looking to make a substitute for Blackpool.
It's a little touch from Church, just not being able to steer it into the path of a red shirt. I think Cameron Stewart's put his top back on, so the imminent change has momentarily been postponed as Blackpool make their change. And coming off will be Isaiah Osborne rather, and coming on Dan Gosling, the guy on loan from Newcastle.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart's just stripped off again now, so maybe it's like Chris Bow might be making a substitution now.
Maybe to negate the substitution from Blackpool. He's not quite ready yet, so we'll continue with play. Morrison gets his head to that. Harriott trying to challenge in midfield in front of Basham. Twice losing out in that area, in that challenge. Fuller just gets in front of Wood, but Wiggins and Wood combine to just get the ball away. Surely there was a foul from Basham on Dale Stevens. Nothing given, and now he's giving it against Ince. If he'd have given the first foul, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, no, I think Wiggins definitely leant on Ince, and you can see why the referee's given that, but I'm not quite sure how he managed to miss the first one.
Blackpool with this free kick. Tom Ince will swing this in. It is dangerous, but Dale Stevens deals with it well. Basham trying to tee up Ince with the head up. And here is the Charlton change. Simon Church it is who will make way.
32, Aaron Stewart.
So it's like change in formation here for Charlton. Unless Cameron Stewart operates up front, it could well be a 4-5-1, sort of matching Blackpool's formation for the remaining 15 minutes or so of this game.
Yeah, I think Simon Church done well today with his running, but he hasn't really been given too many opportunities to get a shot in the goal, apart from the one which he snapped out early in the second half with his left foot. A decent performance from Simon Church.
Broadfoot has to deal with this, gets the header out. Lovely jump from Pritchard. Harriet, well, I thought went beyond the ball there, so got away with that slightly and still gets away with it. Tees up. Bradley Pritchard gets the ball out to Stewart. He's going to take Cathcart on in a decent position. Finds Pritchard. Burrowing his way into the box, but too many Blackpool players there.
Yeah, I think when Cameron Stewart's playing over on that far left-hand side, he's always going to be trying to cut in on to have a shot.
Oh,
nasty foul. This could be a
tackle
goal.
there from Ince, going to find his way into the box for leaving his foot in on Bradley Pritchard, who stepped in well to rob the under-21 start for England. Got a decent reputation as the son of the manager Paul Ince. Could have moved to Cardiff in the January transfer window, never quite happened. Sorry, January, in the summer transfer window, never quite happened.
Yeah, I think Ince just left the floor slightly with the tackle there, and the referee right on the mark to give him a yellow card.
Once again, Ben Hamer will take this. Looking for Morrison and Wood. Neither of them get there, but it could fall to Harriet, whose shot is deflected and took the sting out of any potential threat. Fuller holds the ball up well. Gets it out to Robinson now. He's in. Dobby, as well read from Wiggins, saw the danger, came across, ricochets the clearance off of Robinson. It'll be a Charlton throw. Good cover from Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins had to come all the way to the other side of the pitch from where he was defending. He saw the danger and saw it out. And throw for Charlton now with about 15 minutes left. Charlton just really trying up the tempo again now for the last few moments.
That could have come back off Pritchard. I think it has, you know. It's going to be a Blackpool throw. Will Robinson try it from this distance? Not impossible. Instead they go short. It's Basham alive to the situation. Sordell puts pressure on Mackenzie. The ball pinged forward towards Fuller. Wood will try and deal with this. Just get something on it, but not enough to clear the lines. Blackpool with Ince. Gets it out there to Cathcart on the right-hand side, and Charlton's left into substitute Dan Gosling. Ball dinked forward, looking for Ince. He's in space now. He's trying to take on Wood. He stands his ground well, but still finds his way to Gosling. He'll take a shot. Ricocheted. I thought at first that might have come off Cousins. Clearly not, as the referee points to the goal kick. In which case, it was a shocking shot.
Yeah, it was a very wayward effort from the Newcastle loanee. It's gone quite a way wide, but once again we've seen Jordan Cousins in there desperately trying to put in a block, and he's been absolutely magnificent at doing that so far today for Charlton. Here goes Ricardo Fuller, getting a round of applause from the entire Valley there. Fondly remembered from his time here at the Valley.
Ricardo Fuller makes way for Stephen Davis as Blackpool make their second substitution of the afternoon. Like for like swap. Messrs Wood and Morrison have a different man to deal with now. They want to be careful not to think that they're pleased that job's done, because Ricardo Fuller is a difficult opponent. But for some reason, Sordell's been penalised here for jumping into, I suppose, Broadfoot. Can't quite see that myself, but that's the way it's been given. Richards will come out of his goal to take this free kick. Charlton coming up to 10.5 minutes left of normal time to try and eke a 3-point result out of this. Bishop really frustrated with his captain for delivering a ball that he had no way of doing anything with. Laurie Wilson's throw, looking for
Been held.
Harriet, who must have been impeded, and eventually the decision's given as Harriet replaces his footwear.
Once again, the referees may just go back further than what it was. It's bizarre.
His angles aren't quite there, the referee, Mr. Hill. Charlton have a free kick opportunity to knock this ball into the box. It is aimed towards Morrison. It's up in the air. Can Sordell get there? He can, but he can't steer it into Charlton. Now he can steer it into Callum Harriet.
Yeah, making
Pritchard behind him. The ball's knocked into the box. It's falling Charlton's way. Cousins. The ball just taken off his foot by Dale Stevens there, rather, as Bishop has recovered. Callum Harriet does superbly well to win the ball back for Charlton, but a bit congested in that area. Laurie Wilson. The judge to have fouled Davis.
Well, that's a bizarre decision from the
Anybody could see
referee.
that.
Bizarre decision from the referee. Wilson putting a very good fair tackle from behind on Davis there, and he's put it out for a throw, and there's absolutely no reason why the ref should give a free kick there. It's a bizarre decision.
I think he thought he should have stopped play because of the injury to Bishop, and felt a little bit guilty for not doing so.
Well, I think Bishop was almost definitely trying to stop the Charlton attack by faking a head injury there, because he's up as soon as it was cleared. He's up, and Neil Bishop is not well liked by myself. He's got a reputation as a shady character. I remember when he played at Notts County after we went up there 2-1 in the League One season at full time. He was angered by something and decided to hoof the ball as hard as he could into the Charlton fans from about 5 yards away. So I don't like him.
Fair enough. So Mackenzie leaps and gets the head over, can't direct it anywhere positive for Blackpool. So Wilson able to retrieve the situation with Charlton. Still a throw in, however, to Blackpool. And the referee waiting, holding up play as Blackpool make their final substitution. It's going to be Tom Barkhuizen who's coming on for Stephen Dobbie.
Yeah, all 3 substitutes now made for Blackpool, and but there's another chance for Robinson to put in another one of his long throws. Give Charlton a bit of trouble. I think there's only about 10 minutes left now, so a goal now would certainly give Blackpool a massive advantage with not long left to go.
Well, the referee has been extremely fussy with where throw-ins and kicks are taken. Has now allowed Robinson to steal about 10 yards.
And Ben Hamer's even telling him, and the referee's ignoring him. Well, there you go.
Well, the referee clearly not as fussy, or clearly more fussy than his assistant down here on the right-hand side, who allowed that free kick moments ago to be taken where it wasn't, and was clearly happy to allow the throw-in to be taken. So Charlton clear it up to Sordell, who's got Wiggins outside of him. He manages to find him eventually, although it took perhaps longer than it should have done. Stewart now will pick it up on the Charlton's left. He's it inside to Sordell. Ball into what looked like it should have been Dale Stevens, was woefully short and woefully inaccurate.
Yeah, that's twice there in that move. Sordell just seemed to lose concentration, didn't spot the passes on, and didn't try and play him quick enough, and that was very disappointing in the crowd. Allowed to groan when Sordell gave away possession for the second time.
And the throw-in not reaching Sordell, and Blackpool have it back with Davis trying to get past in the first place Wood, and then latterly Royce Wiggins, neither of which worked.
So Piggott stripping off on the bench. It's one last push for Charlton.
I think that little mistake there from Marvin Sordell may have seen the end of his afternoon. As Davis gets a free header really, and it's a ball pumped forward. Sordell can chase this. Jilks hasn't got the time to allow that back into his area. Charlton really should have put a little bit more pressure on the ball there, I think. Good work from Wiggins, but it only fall Broadfoot's way. Davis beeping with Wood, who does well, and Cousins does equally well to come away with the ball. Forcing down the right, please Callum Harriet. Harriet gets it back. Trying to put a little 1-2 with Cousins there, doesn't work. crossfield ball. Finds Davis, who tees up Ince, who's immediately robbed. And Davis saying that was somebody else's fault when actually, basically, he wasn't really looking what he was doing. Tom Ince there. Dale Stephens looking for an out ball. Nothing really on, so he's gone back to Laurie Wilson. The crowd have got to be careful not to get agitated here and force Charlton into an error.
Great pass from Wilson inside to Pritchard.
Lovely football from Charlton, patient. Stewart has got this on the outside. Will he take his man on? He does. He goes past one, and he's upended by Cathcart. Good work from Cameron Stewart down that left-hand side.
Yeah, did really well. He was doubled up on there by Cathcart and one other, but it's a strange tackle from Cathcart because I think he just had the tackle in on Stewart there, but he gave him the opportunity to go down and win a free kick.
Oh, Marvin Trudell is making way.
Yeah, Sordell's done well today, showing quite a few good touches, but he looks absolutely knackered now as he tries to run off. And I think tiredness definitely crept into his game in the last 10 or 15 minutes. And the Charlton crowd are encouraging him to get off the pitch so we can continue.
Joe Piggott comes on. Can he make an instant impact from this Dale Stephens free kick? He swings it in there, looking instead for Morrison. Gilks comfortable with that, really. Not the best of free kicks, although Morrison is a quizzical glance towards the assistant down here, claiming he was impeded. Piggott will put pressure on the goalkeeper, Gilks, but not sufficient enough to stop it, but sufficient enough for the free kick to go straight down Woods' throat. It's a good step in from Cousins, but it's only gone Ince's direction. Out there outside now towards Basham. Looking for support. Swung out here now to Robinson. Instant ball inside is picked off by Callum Harriott. Pritchard tried to find him back and he's got it eventually. So Bishop back on Callum Harriott. It's fallen to Wilson. He looks up line for Piggott. Can he hold the ball up well? Just outdone there by Mackenzie, who says there was a foul. I think it's been given, so I'm not quite sure why he was so angry.
Just an angry man, Neil Bishop, isn't he?
It's going to be Robinson to swing this free kick in. There are 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Swung out there. Higgins may have to deal with it. Mackenzie rather, having been angry down here. And completely miscues his head up to give Charlton the goal kick. Charlton have 2.5 minutes of normal time to try and get something better than a point here. Benhamer looking for Piggott. Can't get there ahead of Mackenzie, but it falls Pritchard's way. He tries to tee up Harriott, whose first touch let him down. It's going to fall here to Wilson. He's got Harriott outside him, Dale Stephens inside, but Harriott was the easier option. Tried to get a pass back to Wilson, nothing on really. His way was blocked, but that's a lovely ball into the run of Piggott. Takes on Mackenzie, just gets the better of him, but good work from Piggott to force Mackenzie into the corner.
Yeah, Joe was just outmuscled there by Mackenzie, but he did well just to, as you say, force the issue and force him to play out into a throw-in for Charlton in quite an advanced position.
Charlton do well to try and feed this into Piggott's feet rather than try and aim it for his head. Mackenzie and Broadfoot have been fairly strong in that area. So it is thrown towards Piggott's head and predictably he doesn't get it. It's a touch from Pritchard, tees up Morrison. Puts it back out to the number 14, who can swing this in if he wants, he does, but that's too close to Gilks. Too easy for the Blackpool keeper. Charlton really have to do better than that with their deliveries. We reach the final minute of normal time. Piggott going out to put pressure on the ball, does well. Pritchard now can hold this, but instead tees it up for Dale Stephens. He's looking for an outlet. Chip in looking for Callum Harriott, that was never on. Now Steve Davis tries to on the Charlton defence and it's teed up by mistake by Laurie Wilson into Tom Ince. And Charlton will get a reprieve because that so could have been costly. Laurie Wilson completely messing up his attempted pass across the back line. Tom Ince stepped in, alive to the situation, Unfortunately for Charlton, the shot went wide of Ben Hamer's right hand upright. Could so easily have been a nail in Charlton's coffin this afternoon.
Yeah, Wilson was just trying to be way too cute with that header back across his own back line and completely misplaced it. And we're lucky that's fallen into Ince, who hasn't quite been able to find the far corner of Ben Hamer's goal.
McKenzie with a head up. Pritchard will jump and it will fall Basham's way. Ince trying to tee up the run of Davis. Morrison's going to have to deal with this. Doesn't do it initially. Takes a tumble. Said he was being pressured. We've got 3 minutes of added time here. And Robinson is being called across to deal with this throw. He goes for the short option instead. Finds Basham, who swings it across. He's got Bishop there, who dumps well. Dale Stevens alive to that and gets across to head it out. I dare say Robinson will make his way all the way across here to deal with this one. We've got 2 minutes left of added time.
Yeah, I'm surprised Robinson didn't go for the long throw, having run all the way over to the other side, but I'm sure he's going to throw one in here unless he gives the short option to Bishop.
It will be the long throw. Pinged in there. Ben Hamer thinks about coming, doesn't in the end. Cousins gets his head there, falls to Bishop. Snapshot, Sky got underneath that, off the top of his boot, unfortunately for Charlton, into the back of the Jimmy Seed. So can Charlton create one final opportunity, as Morrison telling the referee what he thinks of his assistant over there. And the referee telling him not to say such things. Not forward. Piggott will try and jump this with Broadfoot. I'm not likely to win that, but Charlton have a throw. With a minute and a half left. Wiggins, a long throw of his own, trying to get the other side of Broadfoot. Doesn't work, but he can pick this up again. Got Ince behind him. Little touch to Dale Stevens. Very congested over there. Can Cameron Stewart pick his way out of it? Jordan Cousins will open it up to Laurie Wilson. To dink the ball in the general direction of Piggott. It's a lovely touch from Dale Stevens, but nobody on the end of it. Davis misses the header. Cousins will try and get there. He does likewise. He just gets a foot to the ball. It will fall Laurie Wilson's way. We're virtually in the final 30 seconds of this match. Can Charlton find something right at the left? Wiggins got Stewart behind him. Calling out for a ball into the box, but needs to be somebody there. Dale Stevens chooses not to on that occasion. Now Stewart, can he fashion a chance for Charlton? Nearly fell the way to Piggott, but cleared by Basham. We have 8 seconds left, according to my watch. As Blackpool get it clear. And maybe offer a threat by themselves. That's time up for me. The referee choosing to play on. I'm not sure what added time could be added to the added time. We haven't had any form of stoppage. He's added 10 seconds already. Wiggins tries to see this out. That has to be time. We are now 3.5 minutes into added time. Not that I want the game stopped at any point, you understand?
Now it's
well into overtime of overtime.
Blackpool
And if
get one.
something comes from this, there will be serious questions asked. As Robinson throws the ball in. Ben Hamer tries to come. Can't get a punch there. Laurie Wilson will have to deal with it. Now he throws. Ridiculous decision from the referee to allow that. Absolutely ridiculous. But there we are. It's been a fairly nondescript second half. Started brightly enough, but petered out into a fairly tactical and midfield cancelling each other out. No side really getting to grips in the final third of each end. Charlton with plenty of huff and puff and balls into the box, but really didn't threaten Tilch's goal seriously. Charlton survived a late scare when Paul Ince was put through by Laurie Wilson of all people, but he dragged his shot wide. Other than that, not too much to report here at the Valley in the second half, and it's ended all square. Charlton Athletic 0, Blackpool 0.